Here's the opening bounce. I play in the over 60s football league. We don't have ball ups. The ump just puts the ball on the ground, and whoever can bend down and pick it up gets the first possession. Anything that goes that far needs a stewardess. And the ball goes over the boundary line. Neither ruckman giving an inch. Sandilands wins the tap. Terrible timing by Nat Nui. Pinpoint accuracy from Mitchell. That will settle his nerves. The first goal is always welcome. Sandilands wins the tap. Terrible timing by Nat Nui. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. Hands like dinner plates. Going for goal number 1. Lynch holds his breath. You could see that happening right after it left his boot. I would have expected him to nail that. Only a behind. He'll be disappointed with that effort. He lays it on the boot for a giant kick. Well, it takes the mark. Send the torp in, big fella. Strong mark by Bontempelli.
He's got the evasiveness and the flashy tricks of a star. Clark collects it. Jenkins sharks the ball away. Jenkins goes for goal. He could not have kicked that any better.
Good bounce. Sandilands with first hands to the ball. Not a very good kick. Hall with the mark.
Hall is a very intelligent guy. He always seems to make the right decisions no matter what's happening on field around him.
The bounce, laser straight. One down by Sandilands. Jacobs with clean hands for a difficult bouncing ball. Rioli the better man there. He plays on, going for goal number 1. Rioli just makes the goal line. The visiting team lead the Dockers by 26.
They've just backed their pace and skills, and they've been rewarded on the scoreboard. It's been pretty impressive.
And the ball crosses over the boundary. Shoulders locked, eyes on the ball.
Sandilands has such great hands. He always gives his team first touch, and he seems to always know who's in the best position to receive those clever touches. Kennedy shoots for goal. Magnificent kick of the footy.
A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Nat Nui, try swinging your purse next time. Rich coming from a guy wearing makeup. Shuey decides to play on. Jenkins grabs that one. Jenkins whacks one on the boot for goal. Goal. The visiting team with a healthy gap on the scoreboard, leading Fremantle 38-0.
Clark's really good at getting up in the ruck, but his directional taps need some more work. The mark will be paid. Jenkins with the shot. Oh, and it's gone through for a behind.
He'll be disappointed with that effort.
Hamling can read the play really well. I think he's definitely on his way to becoming one of the best in the league.
I would have expected him to nail that. Jenkins marks it. It's not the score he was looking for.
Hamling is really good at reading the play out on the field. He just needs to start doing it faster. He kicks to play on.
I would have expected him to nail that. Slams it on the boot. Hands like dinner plates. Concentration comes out of a combination of confidence and hunger, so they tell me. And he's kicking on a 30-degree angle. This could prove difficult for him. Wines not coming close to anything then. The first term is over. Let's get back to the action.
Just keep going. Everybody gets better if they keep at it.
Knocks it down in front. He gets a kick out of the pack. Simply outplayed the opposition there. Sheridan kicks. Strong mark. Crozier kicking the skin off that one. A good mark under the circumstances. 40 metres from home. Bennell with a pretty easy kick. This game is in danger of spiralling out of control. They must get a goal here. It's not the score he was looking for.
Westhoff is good, but he doesn't always find that best option while in congestion. Sandilands shoots for goal. Hitting the post on the full is a poor return. The opposition can rebound now. He opts to play on. Westhoff puts his boot on it. Talia there to mop up. He boots it.
Nat Nui gets the upper hand. He's able to thread a needle, and that kick comes out of the pack. He wins the contest. Wines tries his luck with a shot at goal. It's not the score he was looking for. Perspiring like a pudding in a pot as he lines the shot up. Umpire bounces the ball. Nat Nui didn't even get close to that tap. Franklin delivers the ball forward. Marks. He plays on now. Going for goal number 3. Rioli gets a point. I would have expected him to nail that. Teammate scrambling to make a lead. He'll be disappointed with that effort.
Hamling has the passion for this game, and that shines through every time he plays. Rioli with the mark.
There's the bounce. Sandilands directs it down. Jacobs gets it on the bounce. Bontempelli making his way in. Let's hope he's compensated for the wind. It's like giving a bazooka to Mr. Bean. Bad kick, resulting in a free to the visiting team. Sutcliffe clears it out of the 50. Nice mark under pressure. Head down now as he goes in for the goal. The goal for the visiting team. Gets his first. Here we go. Sandilands outstretches his opponent to win the ruck. Jacobs kicking the ball free of the pack. Jenkins wins the marking contest with a kicking technique that's a bit like a suitcase in which we're trying to pack too many things into. He'll be disappointed with that effort.
Hamling would like to think he hits all his targets, and for the most part, he does that. He kicks to play on. Wines gets the loose ball.
Almost a touch of synchronised swimming about that mark, minus the peg. Kick by Hamling. Dawson looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Sends the Sharon on its way. Fife takes the mark. Puts boot to ball. Kennedy got under it. Choose to kick it. He gets above the crowd. Martin aiming for the goals. He gave it a crack, but it sailed wide of the goal. The goal eluding them each time. I would have expected him to nail that. The third quarter has begun.
Champions keep playing until they get it right.
Clean tap by Sandilands. Jacobs feeds it wide. Rioli gets the upper hand. Rioli takes a shot at goal. That was a narrow miss. The visiting team just can't nail a goal. It's not the score he was looking for. Teammates scrambling to make a lead. Out of bounds it goes. A lot of jostling as the boundary umpire puts the ball back into play.
Sandilands has the passion for this game, and that shines through every time he plays. Fife has the football. He chooses to play it on. Wines there to mop up. Wines takes a shot. He could not have kicked that any better.
The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Sandilands punches. It bounced straight into his hands as if he'd just called a puppy with a whistle. The ball crosses the boundary. The umpire will throw it in. The ruckmen battle it out. Good tap from Sandilands. Kennedy off the side of his boot. Is it high enough, long enough, straight enough? Sutcliffe sends the ball on its way. Franklin with the mark.
Franklin has an elite ability to elevate off the ground. Lining it up with the goal now. Mitchell kicks it straight through the big sticks.
The ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. The bounce straight down. Nat Nui without a touch. The clearance by Sandilands. He gets his hands on the footy. His stab kick once killed a small dog. I'm kidding. The dog was huge. And the ball goes over the boundary near the 50. The ball has been thrown in. Big leap. Valentine gets it on the bounce. Sandilands running in, about to kick. Boat, the better man there.
He boots it. And the ball goes over the boundary line. He gets a fist to it. Gunston picks it up. And the ball goes out of bounds.
Look at the Big Eaters. They're doing their exercise now as this ball comes into play. The ball in the hands of Mitchell. He's getting accustomed to kicking goals. Misses the goal and goes through for a behind.
Play on.
I would have expected him to nail that. Taken by Franklin. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark. The ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. Clark with the tap. He controls the bouncing ball. The ball goes over the line. You can see the determination on the ruckman's faces. Clark taps. Everton with the football. Fife with a short hand pass. A clean pickup. Dishes it off by hand. Thumps the pigskin. Odds a good crummer. Bad kick, resulting in a free to the visiting team. Everton boots it. Bontempelli was surrounded. He needed to mark it.
Effort, even when the odds seem entirely against you. Never quit trying. I've never felt that I've not had a chance to win.
Here we go for the last quarter.
You can always rest easy knowing that you gave 100%, win or lose.
Jacobs with a wobbly kick. Takes that one strongly. Rioli opts to play on. Misses the goal and goes through for a behind.
Let's play on.
That's one area of his game that does need improvement. A chance for both teams to set up as the ball crosses the line. The ruckman hard at it.
Fremantle midfielders are well and truly on top in this match. They're winning everything at the stoppages. You have to wonder what the rest of their team are doing. This midfield can't keep carrying the team all game. He manages to intercept the bouncing ball.
Rioli gets the upper hand. He plays on. Just in time with that kick. Hamlin read the play better than anyone else and takes possession. Finding the running player. They've conceded possession. Over the top of the pack. Rioli opts to play on. Subban is caught in for holding the ball. Run control to Major Tom. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well.
Kennedy is just ridiculously consistent. I'd like to see a clanger from him for a change. When coaches have someone like him in the lineup, they can just sleep a lot easier knowing how reliable he is. Sutcliffe with the kick. Hall gets the bouncing ball. That was horrible.
Bad kick, resulting in a free to the visiting team. His stab kick once killed a small dog. I'm kidding. The dog was huge.
Weller with the mark.
Puts boot to ball. Nice mark there. Wines slams it on the boot. Great mark. Everton slams it on the boot. Martin marks on the run. Sends the Sharon on its way. A good mark under the circumstances. He wants to play on. He's getting accustomed to kicking goals. And they like it behind the goals. He likes it. Goal. He's giving it all he's got this match. That's number 3. Hits the running man. Valentine going for distance. Played on. Shuey with the torpedo. Takes that one strongly. Wines decides to play on. The ball heads out of bounds. The ruckman hard at it. Sandland thumps it forward. Mitchell picks up the bouncing ball. Mitchell unloads one towards goal. That's 8 in a row for the visiting team. That could be the final nail in the coffin.
Mitchell can be forced onto any side and he's still just as competent.
Going for goal number 1. He can't close the deal, and it's a point. Kirsten is trying to claw back the deficit, but a behind won't do the trick. Disappointing kick there. At the end of the game, the scores are the A duck. Here we go. It's North Melbourne versus the visiting team. That's a massive kick. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Jenkins choosing to play on. Right with the kick. Strong mark by Clark. Jams it on the boot now. Marked by Wines. Kicks it. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Opportunity now for Jenkins. 25 metres out. Not the easiest of angles, this one. He's taking the shot from about 30 degrees.
Jenkins is the man to go to. He thrives on pressure. Give him the ball and he just does the rest.
The ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. Rioli winds it up. Rioli did well then. Gets his first. The ruckman steal themselves before the bounce. Goldstein nicely outclassing that Nui. It bounced straight into his hands as if he'd just called a puppy with a whistle. Goldstein wins the tap. Terrible timing by that Nui. He lays it on the boot for a giant kick. Out of bounds near the goal. The umpire will toss it back in. All eyes on the ball as the ruckman battle it out. Goldstein with the tap. Scoops up the bouncing ball.
A good hit out there. McMillan gathers the ball right by hand. Bontempelli being penalised there. Thompson with the kick, kept his composure then. Natanui kicks it, he grabs it. Gunston taking aim, hit the post, that's a behind.
He'll be disappointed with that effort. He steadies now in front of goal. Nice kick. He's bagged a couple now. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Cleared by Gore. Jacobs gets it on the bounce. And the ball goes over the boundary near the 50. We'll have a throw in. The umpire's throw is a good one. Natanui totally outclassed in that contest. Head down now as he goes in for the goal. It's in the air. Wines just kicked it where he was aiming. He was aiming through the behinds, I think. The visiting team by 20 points. That's one area of his game that does need improvement.
McMillan, he's creative with his game. He always makes an appearance on the highlight reel. Clark with good strong hands. A nice contested mark.
His kicks are like fingerprints. No two ever the same. I would have expected him to nail that.
McMillan, he's a smart guy, but he's got to keep a cooler head so he can make the right decisions more often.
Disappointing kick there.
McMillan is a pretty decent kick of the footy, but you can always be better. Sending it on its way. Lining it up with the goal now. He plays it on. Gunston shoots for goal. Lead.
A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Knocks it down in front. Has it now. Franklin kicks it from the pack. Lynch with the mark. He's elected to play on. It's in the air. Lynch did well then. That will settle his nerves. The first goal is always welcome. They're starting to stamp their dominance on this game. Martin kicks it from the pack. The second quarter has begun.
The winners in life constantly think in terms of I can, I will, and I am.
A massive kick by Jacobs. Strong mark by Gibson. Sends it on its way. Lynch has it. He wants to play on. A solid mark from Gunston. Word is this guy is the most reliable kick for goal in the side. 15 metres out. Really butchered that kick, didn't he, Richard?
He just sprayed that one. He should have put more thought into that.
No, that's just giving the ball away. If that post was a couple of centimetres thinner, he'd have been okay. I would have expected him to nail that. Nice drop punt. Great mark. Franklin getting into position for the kick. It's in the air. That's 5 in a row for the visiting team. The visiting team over. North Melbourne by 41. Zeeble, not fazed by the pressure, gets his kick away. Garnett puts it on the boot. Boat grabs that one. Sends it on its way. Nice mark there.
He chooses to play it on. He marks the ball. He opts to play on. Rioli has a kick. Magnificent goal.
The ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, They wait for the bounce. Nat Nui, timing terrible. He's leaving his messages before the beat. It was all his. Rioli slams one on the boot for goal. Ball goes over the line and out of play. It looks like the umpire has decided it's a boundary throw-in. Goldstein outstretches his opponent to win the ruck. Bontempelli shoots. The visiting team lead North Melbourne. Here's the bounce. Goldstein aims for his man on the ground. He gives it a punishing kick. It's been intercepted by the opposition. He holds his breath, misses the goal and goes through for a behind. He'll be disappointed with that effort.
McMillan's a smart guy, but he's got to keep a cooler head so he can make the right decisions more often. Hall takes a shot. It's on its way. Perfect kick. They're over at North Melbourne.
Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce.
Well, one thing's for sure, you can't blame the North Melbourne ruckman for his team's position. He's been winning everything out of the ruck, but he's getting no support from his teammates.
I would have expected him to nail that. Might have to kick it to himself. It shaved the post just so close.
Let's play on.
Disappointing kick there.
McMillan can achieve anything he sets his mind to. The sky is the limit for this guy. Franklin has a kick. Franklin kicks it straight through the big sticks.
The umpire has bounced the ball. Punched by Goldstein. Jacobs is able to grab it on the half volley. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Having a big day going for goal number 4. The visiting team fight 69.
Let's play on.
It's not the score he was looking for. Athlete marks it. Sends the Sharon on its way. McDonald presents and takes the mark. Jams it on the boot. Nat Nui with the mark. Slams it on the boot. Marked by Gunston. A nice long half-time break, and we're ready for another half of footy.
There are only two options regarding commitment. You're either in or you're out. There is no such thing as life in between.
50 metres from home. Picture-perfect drop punt. Good mark by Boak. He wants to play on. Garner failing to get near it, Richo.
You're right, Dennis. He's gone missing lately.
Jacobs has to get this goal. If that post was a couple of centimetres thinner, it would have been okay. They've got it behind. Now they need to switch on because there's a real chance the opposition can go coast to coast and put them further behind. Disappointing kick there.
The mark will be paid.
Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. Pinpoint accuracy from Jenkins. This lead getting bigger now. Goldstein wins the tap. Terrible timing by Nat Nui. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. He was celebrating the moment that left his boot. Umpire bounces the ball. Guided by Goldstein. Cunnington is able to squeeze a kick through the pack. Chip kick along the wing. Nice mark under pressure. Kicked by Garner. A mark by Talia. Gets boot to leather. The ball goes over the line. The throw is accurate. Nat Nui leave the pinatas for the kids. Kicks it across the ground. Franklin grabs that one. He plays on. He's getting accustomed to kicking goals. Out on the full. Free kick to the visiting team. Kicks. Martin claims the ball.
Martin has some great leadership skills, and leadership is about getting other players involved and being able to take it as well as dishing it out. The only way you're going to get respect from your teammates.
Pinpoint accuracy from Rioli. That's number 4.
Has an abundance of quality mids and small forwards, and they are just running rings around North Melbourne. They aren't worried about playing on because they know they're probably going to get better shots at goal on the run.
He takes an uncontested mark. Wines won't hit the intended target. You could see that happening right after it left his boot. The visiting team by 88. That's one area of his game that does need improvement. The contest, no match for him.
Gibson is good, but he doesn't always find that best option while in congestion. He gets boot to the ball, has the mark all to himself. He opts to play on. Bontempelli kicks the ball.
Brown chalk up a goal for the visiting team. Jenkins extends the lead from that kick. The bounce is dead straight. First hand's important. He's got the footy in his hands. Couldn't hold on to the mark. A clean pickup. Rioli takes a shot. Jenkins with the mark. Word is this guy is the most reliable kick for goal on the side. The ball has been bounced. Knocks it down in front. The pressure's on. It's the final quarter.
It ain't over till it's over.
Goldstein with the mighty fist. Jacobs kicks from the pack. And over the boundary line she goes. The umpire will throw it in. The ball is in the air. Goldstein with the first touch. Bontempelli gets the ball, going for goal number 2. And the ball crosses over the boundary. And we'll get a throw in. It's a good throw in. Batted down nicely by Goldstein. Very timely handball by Zeeble. Kicked by Thompson. So well timed. He chooses to play on. A taunt from Boak. And the mark will be paid. Hall hammers the ball for goal. Gunston claims the ball. A magnificent kick right through the middle. That's his second.
They've just backed their pace and skills, and they've been rewarded on the scoreboard. It's been pretty impressive.
He's got the football now. Clean pick up by Boak. Jams it on the boot. Nice mark under pressure. Rioli plays on. Rioli launches one towards goal. It's not the score he was looking for.
It's time to roll the dice out there and see how the game might open up. Yes, North Melbourne might get hurt on the rebound, but I think more scoring opportunities will present themselves. Sending it on its way.
It's not the score he was looking for. McMillan kicks. And the mark will be paid. He wants to play on. Horrible kick by Franklin. He'll be disappointed with that effort.
Their disposal efficiency has been fantastic, but the Kangaroos need to begin taking more gambles if they're going to cause some damage on the scoreboard.
Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. The Rucks can't complain about that true bounce. Cleared by Goldstein. My goodness, the wee ball has gone so high there'll be snow on that one when it comes down. The ball is slammed towards goal by Rioli. Disappointing kick there. Choose to kick it. Taken by Gore.
The Kangaroos just can't find a free man inside 50, and it's really having an impact on the scoreboard. Natanui has a kick. Gunston marks it. He could not have kicked that any better.
A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Goldstein punches it, takes control of the bouncing ball. And the ball goes over the boundary line. The ruckman vying for the better position. Tapped by Goldstein. Approaching the goals now. Kennedy watches as it leaves his boot. That could be the final nail in the coffin.
I think the Kangaroos mids will be saying to the rest of the team that they've lived up to their end of the deal. They're dominating the clearances, but they aren't seeing any reward for their work on the scoreboard. Hand passes to the running man. Wines, takes a shot. Nice kick.
The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. Good bounce. Hit by Goldstein. Able to grab it on the half volley. Final scores are 135 to 1.